I was a consistently losing trader in the markets for at least 2 years until I started finally getting consistent and finally dialing in my system that I'm going to talk about here today. It's a 3-step framework that I follow every single morning in order to get my directional bias on the day, okay? So every day when I come to the market, I mark my previous day high zone, my pre-market low, and my pre-market high, and my previous day low. And based on where I wake up in the morning, I know exactly what sort of setup I'm going to be taking. So you can see here today, we woke up and the pre-market, we're hovering above previous day high. So I knew that as long as we stayed above previous day high, that I'm going to be long bias. Okay. And that's exactly what happened today. We printed almost $300 in under 30 minutes by simply identifying exactly where we are in the chart. So what I want to see before I get long is, do we hold previous day high and do we break above pre-market high? Okay, so when we came in here today, we were watching the 15-minute candles. So I want to see what these 15-minute candles are doing on the chart in order for me to accept a long or a short position. And you can see here the first 15 minutes, nothing happened. Third 15 minutes, we finally closed above the 15-minute high, okay? So in order for me to go long, I need to see a closure above a level. And you can see here, I started averaging into my position at that 13 EMA. That yellow line right there near my pre-market high is my 13 EMA. And that's where I started getting long, okay? So as soon as we started dipping into this, I started risking the pre-market high level and that 13 EMA. Okay, so as the chart was playing out, I let this thing go and I started averaging in again on every 13 EMA dip, because every time there's a hold, I want to start adding into those dips. And you can see it's exactly what happened, okay? So now as we got close to that 2R minimum, I started scaling out, okay? So I started taking at least half of my position out here. And every 1R, I started taking off more. And you can see here how beautiful this chart worked today, okay? If you guys want to join me on my lives, I do this thing live every day on YouTube for free, for fun. And I'm on at 6:45, 7 a.m. Pacific Standard Time. And we take these trades every day. We break them down just like I just did in this video. And again, like, this strategy took me from a struggling trader to now somebody who every day doesn't have to guess whether I'm going to be long or short. I don't have to guess where my entry is going to be. Where do I exit? I know exactly what my system is telling me to do. And we literally rode this thing until we broke that 13 EMA. I never got out on my trailers until we broke this 13 EMA. I literally held it all day because there was no reason to sell. We rided this 13 the whole way up, right? Absolutely the whole way up. We never got out until that 13 EMA cracked. And you can see here, look at this thing, right? And that's when I got out. Right here underneath this 13 EMA, that's where I got out. And that's how we were able to print $300 on this, all right? Thank you for watching, guys, and I'll see you on the next one.